we have a lot of egg ranchers in San Diego, and we're going to lose them if we don't support those farmers in transitioning to compliance. So it's, I mean, we used to have, like 60 years ago, we had 100 dairies in San Diego. Does anyone know how many we have left? Two. And one of them's not doing so good. So it's really important. If we want a full diet from all local products, we can't look at anybody as the bad person. Oh, do you know why those farmers are raising chicken or raising eggs that way? Because it's the most economical way to do it. Because that's the system that is in place and they're trying to function within it. Not because they want to have to do that. They're trying to make a living. They're trying to be a farmer. So we need to support that transition, and I would love to have the San Diego growers be this market that other ranchers can say, this makes sense. I'm gonna take the step to transition rather than just retire. So it's really important, I think.
It just seems like it would be a shame to keep the chocolate milk and chicken McNuggets but have all kinds of vegetables.
I agree.
And have broccoli, local broccoli.
Right.
So what is the best way to support a local dairy if we don't necessarily support their current practices? Do we need to sort of, as a group, commit to buying produce or products from them if they change their ways, or what does that look like?
I think that's a fantastic idea. Like if you go and talk to them in a loving way rather than a way of, hey, you need to make these changes. Like, I want to buy from you. I want to support you and your work. And these are some values that I also carry with me. And if they were put forth in what you're producing, I would definitely support you. And, I mean, it's going to take action from the bottom to make these changes. And, I mean, I'm not going to be able to go into the egg rancher's place and be like, hey, I think it's a good idea to switch, because it's massive infrastructure restraints. Like, there's huge changes that need to occur. But if there is that community support, and it's not, it will start with you, Ian, and then when KK calls, when Mariah calls or shows up and say, hey, I want to make sure that you can keep going, like, and buy their product as soon as it agrees with your value system.
The other thing, too, that you can do is you can ask your retailer. Let's be real, right? Who's going to go to the dairy? Who's driving out to the dairy to get milk? You're going to be shopping at OB Peoples. You're going to be shopping at Henry's or Whole Foods. So tell them that you want that. Tell them that you want their stuff there. And if enough people tell them, especially OB Peoples, anybody get their co-op newsletter? Every month they have the letters. Could you please carry this? Could you please carry that? They'll answer you honestly if they can or if they can't, but if enough people start requesting certain products, they may take a second look at it and consider something that they hadn't considered before. So ask your retailer, ask your farmer's market manager. Do you go to the Little Italy Mercado? Do you go to the North Park Farmers Market? Ask that market manager, hey, I know that there's a local San Diego dairy. Do you have room for them here? Is there a way that we could get milk or their products at our farmer's market? Ask them. Yes?
So, two-part question. One is, who are the two dairies? And the second part is, do they have a distribution? Is there a way that they can go to the farmer's market or the local stores? Or are they contracted out, or do they have to go through like LA, or do they, because I do know one dairy, which may be one of the two, or maybe you're talking a different system, but I know that there's one, and they actually, they allow you to come and have like birthday parties there. But they contract, I believe, with Kirkland now. Because I had talked to them, I was really curious. I was like, well, where can I get your milk? Or do you make cheese? Or like, what are, and so that's a question. Like, so actually by buying the Costco dairy, in a way I'm supporting them, but the thing is that they said it went to, you know, the big kind of mass where all the dairy is like mixed together, and then it's gone to create products. And so you don't know like where, you know, your cheese is actually probably like, you know, a mixture of 50 different farms. Or
But
something.
can you imagine if you started to, if you know that farm, if you know that dairy now, and you know them now, right? So you have a personal relationship with them. So you could go to them and say, hey, could you set aside 10 cases a week? Could you set aside 20 cases a week and try it? You don't know until you ask that farmer. Like Jonathan is saying, everyone's doing what they've always done. And so you always get what you always got. So try
I
it.
actually did ask them.
Oh, okay. Good on you, Mariah.
But, yeah, their current system, it was too difficult.
It was too difficult.
There's no creamery in San
Yeah,
Diego.
they had no way of actually doing it. They said that they would actually love to.
Yeah.
Because I said, I'd love to support you, and they're like, we'd love to sell to you. In fact, way back when, because I guess it's been around for a long time, they used to do that, and they used to, I can't remember if they worked with Altadena when it was local, or I don't remember the total history, but where they are now, it's not possible. So that's kind of why I was asking too, is it, part of the distribution system, changing that, can we then perhaps welcome them back? Because that's something that they would like to, but it's not possible for them.
Well, the two dairies are Van Omering in Lakeside and
Can you spell it?
VAN space OMMERING, and Conan Dairy in San Pasqual. There used to be a couple Conans. One closed last year. And I believe, but I'm not positive, that both just send their their milk to Altadena.
No, the Van Omering was actually the one that, and
So then-
they dig to Kirkland.
Okay.
Or it might have been a mixture, but
I asked them some question, how is that going to get started? And they said the exact same thing to me, that no facilities to just toss some milk out.
It's a $100,000 creamery they need, and they could keep their milk in San Diego, but they can't support building that facility with what they're making right now. So that might be another piece of this San Diego Growers Network.
It's like the slaughterers too.
Right.
What starts to happen is the consumer demands it. That's usually what happens. And the consumer was demanding very inexpensive product. And so that's why they started to send it somewhere else. If the consumer starts to demand local product, then you open up possibility, to look for things, to be part of a project like the one that we're part of. Most of the stuff that we're doing is grant money, And so you just kind of start to look around and see what grants are out there to kind of help keep it all local. I want to get to you because you've been doing it for a long time.
I'm wanting more information about the regional hub. So, what's the next step, and how can people help support that?
Well,
In the real
we're
world.
right. So the hub, I consider what we're doing the hub itself is not a physical location, but there is going to be a physical location. The hub is the networking and the coordination. As soon as we incorporate into an organization formally, we're soon after that going to have our branding developed. We'll have a website, and if anyone's and one way to support directly is going to be, if you're familiar with the CSA model, that's paying ahead, and then you get whatever comes off the farm. So having a collaborative CSA that's going to be initially the main retail market for individual consumers, where someone puts money forward, say, I'm going to deposit $300 in, and a product will be aggregated amongst many farmers, dependent upon what they commit to, and then whatever's received is going to be shared amongst the growers. So the growers are getting that the money to start with, just like the CSA model. A lot of people are using the word CSA when it's not a CSA. So if it's a CSA, you're paying money before you get anything back. And if you don't get anything back, that's unfortunately part of a poor growing season for that farm. So the paying forward is very important, and we're going to be able to do that through the website, and so specialized choices with what's going to be in your CSA box. So we're probably 6 months from having a website and the marketing available, but I'll be promoting it even